Hey, comic fans, Higgy Pop here, back in the comic room, and it's on. I am still on the mend from my surgery, so I'm not 100%. But today I'm losing my mind because I'm not at work, and I just want to feature. I had some inspiration watching another YouTuber, Shannon from Solid Forced Bend YouTube channel. He was talking about westerns. Him and Dr. Silverage were talking about westerns, western comics. And I want to feature weird western tales, which is fine. That's Jonah Hex for the most part. They have all sorts of people, Batlash, Cinnamon, and who's a female cowgirl. But I want to feature Scalphunter. Scalphunter right here. All right. This is Weird Western Tales by DC Comics. This is the first of his run. It comes in at issue number 39 of Weird Western Tales. All right. That's Scalphunter. And he runs all the way to issue number 70, from issue 39 to 70. And he is created by Sergio Aragonis and Joe Orlando is the creators of Scalphunter. Scalphunter's real name is Brian Savage. All right. Brian Savage his father was Matt Savage. They were in the Old West and takes place in the 1830s. Okay. And his farm was raided by the Kiowa Indians. A little young Brian Savage, and they killed his family. All right, the Kiowa Indians killed his family, and he was adopted by the Kiowa Indian tribe, and they treated him like crap because he's a white paleface, okay? And they called him Kiwonate, which means less than human. He who is less than human, Kiwonate. So Brian Savage he ends up leaving the tribe when he gets old enough. He learns how all their ways. His main weapon's a Bowie knife and tomahawk, but he's an awesome archer with the bow and arrow, and he's a great hand-to-hand combatant, Indian wrestling style. And he goes off on his own adventures, many adventures, and he's a pretty creative cat, man. He gets into a lot of jams, but he always finds his way out. He's very creative. And these stories, not only are the cover art great and the inside art great, but they're just great stories, man, of the Old West. And he's got a lot of adventures. This is issue number 39, the first appearance. All right, that's 39. And Michael Fleischer is the writer. He's the writer for most of these. And then the artist is Dick Ayers, and maybe a little help from other people, but for the first half of this run, it's Michael Fleischer doing the writing. That's issue 33. I got 2 copies of that. Issue number 39. Sorry! Go right to issue number 40. All right. This is June of 77. There he is. And what happens is he goes on a lot of adventures, this Scalphunter, and he has a lot of history in DC Comics. This is issue number 42. All right, boom, great cover art. Look at that. And after issue number 43. You know what I'm saying? You got so long, Redskin, rest in pieces. Ha ha ha. That's the thing. Everyone thinks he's an Indian, and they give him a lot of crap. Redskin this and all that. And meanwhile, he's not even Indian. But he does the war paint on the bottom half of his face a lot of times. That's the way they draw him. And he was a tough bugger, man. Tough. And a lot of these stories, it's him, there's a lot of Civil War activity, and he does a lot for America in these stories. He's main cog in our history. That's what DC writes, and they're pretty interesting. There's even he even has a run-in with Abe Lincoln that I'm coming up to. And this is issue number 44 of Weird Western Tales. There he is, swinging from his feet. It says, "Well now, the hunter and the scalp take is yours." That's some good old Western talk. And issue number, I got 2 copies of 44. Issue number 45. This is where we bring in Batlash, who is another character from Weird Western Tales. Batlash. He goes on to his own fame in DC Comics. And he also teams up with, a lot of times, Nighthawk, is it? Or something? It's another cowboy character. Darkhawk, maybe? And, so, issue number 46. There's Batlash. There's Scalphunter. So Batlash, he's a suave kind of guy, you know. So he's like, "You're now the proud owner of the finest killing machine in the West. Go ahead and try it." And what this storyline was, he's actually being a good guy, Batlash. He's like a spy almost. He's selling these Gatling guns to the Confederates, but there's a whole scheme. He's going to steal the Gatling guns from them so they can't hurt anyone. Scalphunter's trying to get rid of the Gatling guns because they're killing everyone in the West, you know, all this stuff. A big storyline, big story. So, what happens with Scalphunter is, after he's done adventure and being Scalphunter, he just becomes Brian Savage again. He becomes a sheriff of Opal City. Opal City. And Opal City, if any DC fans out there is a fan of Starman, Starman is located, that's his city in current times. But back in the Old West, Opal City, Scalphunter was the sheriff. And he took down a big crime ring. And that's what he became famous for. The sheriff, and he took down a huge crime ring, and he was the only survivor in this whole massacre. And now there's in the run of Starman, and Starman is in Opal City. The sheriff turns out to be the reincarnation of Scalphunter. That's in the Starman storyline. This is Cinnamon. She's a character from the Old West. This is issue number 48. Scalphunter. All right. Issue number 49. He's got the damsel in distress. He's always getting tied up. He's always getting, there's always all these things he gets into. One time they put him on like one of those mill wheels that's going through the river, and he's all chained to it, and he gets out. This guy gets out of everything. Going right to issue number 50. Scalphunter, Weird Western Tales, issue number 50. Good old Brian Savage. Issue number 52. I do not have issue number 51. I am currently on the hunt. I put this collection together through about a good 6 or 7 years of comic hunting, and I find them here. I find an issue there. I find an issue here or there, and then I put them together slowly. And I am missing issue number 51. This is issue number 52. This is my favorite. Issue number 53. This is Scalphunter arm wrestling, Abe Lincoln. Okay. And right about this time, in this issue, or maybe 2 issues after, Jerry Conway takes over the writing. And Michael Fleischer is actually involved in the art and stuff with other artists. But this Scalphunter ends up creeping into the office of Abe Lincoln, And he's telling him what's going on, Abe Lincoln. So Abe Lincoln's like, I trust you, this and that. But they say, Abe's like, let's arm wrestle. And I'll tell you what happens. They come to a standstill. It's an even match. Boom. They're both equal. Abe Lincoln tells Scalphunter, you're the strongest man I ever came against. Good old Abe. Issue number 54. Let me get through these. All right. Jerry Conway is the writer on this one. Issue number 55. I love these covers. Issue number 56. You know, people like to get the chokehold on Scalphunter, I notice. You know what I'm saying? Issue number 57. I have a Brave and Bold where Batman goes back in time and is teamed up with Scalphunter. Good times, good times. Issue number 58. Scalphunter, it's getting a little hot in here, buddy. A little hot. Issue number 59. He's swinging the tomahawk. He brought a tomahawk to a gunfight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me do a little dialogue. Step aside, Injun. You just want his gold. Same as us. Go away, all of you. I found this man. It's all mine. All right. Yeah, that's what's going on, man. A little tussle, they say. Issue number 60. You'll pay for what you did to my daughter, you dirty redskin. All right. He's always getting blamed for some sort of shenanigans. Here we go. Issue number 61. I got 2 issues of this. The next bullet has your name on it. Is that right? You went out of your way to put your name, my name, on a bullet. Issue number 62. The powder flash has blinded him. Shoot. All right. Scalphunter, Weird Western Tales, issue number 63. I'm taking you back, Scalphunter, alive or dead. I think that's Jonah Hex. Issue number 64. Here he is in the firing squad. Ready, aim. They were kind of close. I hope they don't miss. Great cover. Issue number 65. The horse is like, yeah. I got 2 issues of that. Issue number 66. Scalphunter faces death above a sea of molten steel to collect the devil's pay. All right. Issue number 67. Death lurks at every turn in the road for all who seek the treasure of St. Mary's. Ba-ba-boom. As you can tell, I am feeling a little bit better, a little bit. I'm a little spry. I could actually talk without crying. Issue number 68. Issue number 69. That soldier, he's a woman. He's like, wait a minute. You're a woman. Hoo-wee. And this is the last issue of Weird Western Tales featuring the Scalphunter, our buddy, our pal, Kiwonate, he who is less than human. Issue number 70. And he chooses to use an ice pick. And that is the last. Until we see him in Brave and the Bold and all this and that. And, you know, there's all those characters that he comes across. You know, Batlash ends up coming to DC with all sorts of his own runs, the current runs and stuff. And I have Cinnamon, who's that redheaded Western girl. She has a nice little run for DC Comics. It's a 6-issue, 5 issues. I have all 5. You know, these are all good Western tales, you know. And of course, Jonah Hex. I could get into that some other day. We're running a little late, 15 minutes. You know, I want to ease into this. I am in pain. I can show you my bullet holes. I got bullet holes. I got boom, boom, boom. Where are they? Where are they? They're a little lower. They're a little lower. It's bad. It's bad. You want to see? I'll show you. There you go. Watch this. I took bullets. Right there. Right there. Anyways, Higgy Pop will survive. Just like good old Scalphunter always does. And I'm in the comic room. Things are upside down here. I want to reorganize while I have some time off from work. And I got a lot of work ahead of me, man. And I'm going to work on my collection, talk to comics collectors, talk to other people. I want to talk to you. I want to talk about comics. I want to talk about all sorts of characters in the comics world with you. And I got to read. I got to learn more because when I read my comics, it makes me smart.